Welcome to the Real Estate Espresso Podcast, your morning shot of what's new in the world of real estate investing. I'm your host, Victor Menashe. On today's show, we're talking about what to do during this holiday period. If you're like most people, you're hitting the shops to take advantage of the post-Christmas sales. But you're not like most people. That's why you listen to this podcast. You know that saving $2 on wrapping paper for next year is not your path to wealth. It's such small-minded thinking. For many, this time is used to catch up on reading, taking time to invest in yourself. And I have a list of several self-improvement books that I'm going to be reading over the holidays. Some people use it to set goals for this coming year, and I definitely do this. I take the time to reflect on the past year. There's a lot of goals that I'd set at the beginning of the year that frankly were not achieved. I could feel bad about it, but that's not the purpose of conducting a retrospective. The idea here is to learn, to improve. The first step is to check, did you actually even write down your goals for 2018? Dig them out. Have a look. Take the time to write the actual results in the right-hand column. There will almost certainly be a gap between your goals and the actual results. What were the themes that ran through the year? Did you suffer a setback, or were you overly optimistic? Did you procrastinate, or did you actually fail to plan? Whatever the root cause, that's what you want to extract from this exercise. That's where the gold is hidden, in understanding the reasons behind why you fell short. Now, if you didn't set goals, the question is, why not? Many people don't set goals because they can't handle the emotional upset of falling short. They're going to fail anyway, so what's the point of setting goals that you're not going to achieve? Well, there are two types of goals. The first type of goal is an attainment goal. This is where you set a big goal, like, I'm going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro this year. That would be an attainment goal. The second type of goal is a habit goal. This is something that becomes a daily practice. In my experience, it's that second type of goal that's actually more powerful. For example, I set a goal in 2018 to create a new piece of quality content each day. You're experiencing that with this podcast. If I'd set a goal of launching a podcast and achieving, say, 100,000 downloads, I don't believe the result would have been anywhere near as good. By focusing on the goal of creating quality content, I believe I've accomplished far more than if I had set a big attainment goal. The feedback from the listeners has been awesome, and frankly, it's the commitment to a daily practice that caused the greatest improvement. If I'd set a weekly goal or a monthly goal, the result would have been nowhere near as good. The next thing to focus on is values alignment. This is a very powerful exercise where you get clear on your values. Oftentimes, other people's priorities creep into your world and can take over. I've got a list of 144 values that I've curated and created to help you brainstorm and clarify your values. If you want to copy this list, just send me an email to victor@victorjm.com and put the word values in the subject line. That's victor@victorjm.com, and I'll send you a one-page list of 144 values. The idea here is to take that list and circle 10, and I mean it, 10 of your most closely held values. There's a lot of synonyms here. There's a lot that are going to seem very similar, and you're going to want to circle 50 of them. You get only circle 10. And I want you to think about the 6 roles in your life. You don't play just one role. You have multiple roles. And the 6 roles are your role with yourself, number 1. Number 2, the role within your family. Number 3, your role in business. Number 4, the role in your community. Number 5, the role within your family. And number 6, your role spiritual. You want to make a conscious choice as to where you want to focus and place energy this coming year. One of the biggest and most frequent mistakes I see people make is setting too many goals. The key to achieving anything is focus. When we talk about goal setting, people often think we're talking solely about business. And in my experience, creating a goal and achieving it in one area has a cascade effect in other areas of your life. Only a small percentage of people set goals, and of those, an even smaller percentage even look at them throughout the year. By the end of January, the vast majority of people have fallen off the wagon and abandoned their goals altogether. But here's the beauty. When you set a habit goal, you have hundreds, thousands even, of opportunities to get on track. You can recommit to your goal on a daily basis. Choose 1 or 2 goals, not more. Choose to commit to the practice of working on a daily goal. This past year, for example, I had a goal of meditating every morning for 15 minutes. It was a period early in the year when I had committed to it. By summer, the commitment was gone. This past month, I recommitted to that goal and involved my wife in the practice. Sounds like such a small thing, but the truth is, those few minutes each day meditating, holding my wife's hand throughout has made a large impact on my emotional state throughout the day, and that's had a spillover effect on every other aspect, including my business. As you're thinking about that, take the time for yourself and set some goals this year. Have an awesome rest of your day. Go make some great things happen. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.